So,
hi, Marcus.
welcome to our training ground, Spurs training ground. I'm Marcos Alvarez. I'm the first assistant coach, special fitness coach. I came here to answer your question. Do you have any question for me?
Okay, Marcos. A few weeks ago we saw you giving Lamar a coaching session, and now you've been giving your fitness tips to the cast of I'd Do Anything. You really are becoming a fitness trainer to the stars, aren't you?
No, I don't think so. I think it's good for us to meet people like them, no? Singer, these boys, no. I think for me it's funny. It's good.
It's just something a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's different, but it's interesting that when people want to know what are you doing, what are you working, and I think it's good for us.
How do you train for like 90-minute matches? How do you like make sure you're not tired halfway and just keep on going for the match?
Yes, the most important in football, in the game, is the endurance. Endurance. But by the way, you need speed and strength, force, power. But first of all, in the pre-season, you train. The most you train is endurance. Lots. You train long time endurance, and then you go to try to be focused in power. Power is speed and strength.
It's encouraging because these boys are only about 10 years old, yet they're very keen, aren't they, on how to keep fit?
Yeah, they answer difficult questions, but it was funny. I enjoyed a lot the questions, and I think they were happy.
Okay, with Gareth, one of the stars of the show I'd Do Anything, and you just got a few tips from Marcos Alvarez. How did you find that?
Yeah, I find it very interesting because I am a footballer myself. I play for this team. They're called Top of the Hill Celtic, and I play right wing. And he was talking about the diet we have to take and the endurance and stamina you should have.
So how does that apply to what you do then?
Back home, I'm going to use his tips to try and eat the healthier diet, what you're supposed to eat, and try a bit harder in the game.
I suppose because if you're going to be performing on stage, then you still need fitness and stamina, don't you?
Definitely, you really do need the stamina and fitness on stage because it's like football. Footballers need their stamina and speed out in the pitch, and we need ours on the stage.
I heard you guys can sing, so would you do the honour and singing me a song?
Yeah, let's sing it. Shall we sing the last?
Food, glorious food. What is there more handsome? Gold swallowed or chewed, still worth the king's ransom.
They were great. They're really enthusiastic in what you want to do, and when I asked them to sing a song, they sang a song brilliantly, and then they wanted to sing another one afterwards. So it just goes to show how much they actually do love performing. And I could see that today, and they're really polite lads. I just wish them all the best for the show, and just go out there and enjoy it. So once you enjoy it, that's the most important thing.
Yes, well done. That is absolutely brilliant. That is.
What's it like playing football in the big stadium, doing it in front of like thousands of people?
Yeah, it's fantastic when you're a kid growing up. You always dream of playing in front of thousands of people, and I'm very lucky to have the opportunity to do that. So for me, it's a dream come true. And in any profession, whether you're a singer and you want to be, hopefully one day you can achieve that as well, and it's a great experience to do so. He's going to be the main man at age 10. I mean, it's a lot of pressure on young kids' shoulders, and with the right guidance from people around them, I'm sure with the family support, I don't see it being a problem, because after seeing them lads today, they don't look like that anything could get to the head. I mean, at the age 10 it's difficult to do that anyway, but it seems to me today that he just wanted to go out and perform and just be on stage, and I think that's very refreshing to see. Right lads, enough chat now. Let me see what he's got. I'm going to give you a few jerseys, and afterwards see what you have, yeah?
Oh yeah!
So my name's Joseph. I think all of them have star quality, obviously, but there's a few that, for this way, were not as shy as a few of the other lads. So, but I think that can only help them in the long run.
And you got to meet one of your heroes, Robbie Keane, today. How did you find that?
Found that fantastic. We had no idea we were coming to Spurs, but I was always saying if we go to Spurs I wanted to see Robbie Keane.
Hi guys, I'm Joe. I'm the academy coach for the under-11s, and I believe you're here to do a bit of football, yes?
Yes!
Okay. One or two of them had definitely played football before, you could see that. I think the main comparison here was around, as a team, as a performer, because really, if you, as a professional, if you're stepping out, you're in like an arena, as it were. There's an audience. You've got to play, 100% all the time. And I think that's what I was looking for today: is how they performed, how they worked, how they gave 100%, and pretty much all of the boys did that. Before we actually get into the game, what I don't want to do is I don't want to say go and then everyone just runs together. So we're going to do a little bit of a movement drill. Now this is how it's going to work.
So what sort of drills were you taking them through? Just explain to us.
We did some movement drills at the beginning, some warm up, just probably as they would do similar drill, obviously not football related, but they would do the same sort of drills when they're before their show or their audition or anything like that. We then did a bit of teamwork, some movement, some communication drills, a little bit of fitness as well, because I think one of the big points today was around them needing to have a lot of stamina to last a 2-hour show. I think it's even longer, some of them maybe 2 or 3 hours. Same sort of relevance to football, and how you need to get your players up to that sort of stamina, that sort of fitness level as well. Then we put them into a game and let them have a little bit of fun, really, which is what today was all about as well. The technical side of that, this sort of thing might let them down a little bit, but they've been doing well. So I'll just start them off again, a little bit of competition.
Good. Okay.
Right. Okay.
First of all, Andrew, I've got to ask you about the success of the show. I mean, it's been fantastic, hasn't it? I mean, did you expect it to be so successful?
It's absolutely fantastic. The show's been great because it's discovered a whole lot of young people, introduced people to musical theatre. And do you know one thing? Musical theatre and football have got a lot in common because they are theatre. And a really great football match. I remember the first time I went to an evening game, and I'm not going to say the team because it's too like Chelsea, but I went there with Tim Rice years ago. And it's the first time I saw an evening game. And I thought, this is the most astonishing thing under the floodlights I've ever seen in my life, because the atmosphere is unlike anywhere else.
We've been thinking about it a lot, and Cameron and I again, and this is just the early stage of the competition. But you know what? Looking at everything this afternoon, I think the guy we've got to put through, Cameron, I think you agree with me, don't you? I do. I think it's Arthur.
Yes, your acting this morning as well, which I told Andrew all about, was great.
You were terrific. Really terrific, Arthur. And good luck.
Don't look so surprised.
Lots of love, you guys, and long live football.